This is a very beautiful watercolor landscape painting. The main object is very clear. There's a bison. I believe this scene, it should be in Yellowstone. I love the sky. Look at the sky, it's so soft and just great. It's make the sky look like far, far away. And this is very beautiful. The light color behind this dark animal is really make the dark colors really come out as the main object. There's no question about what is the main object. And I also love the effect that you give a lot of indications for the foreground. So you make the foreground showing as a lot more details, a lot more contrast. So this is good compared to the bison. The bison, even though it have lots of contrast, but however, it's not much details in the bison. So the foreground still getting enough suggestions that it is the foreground. But the main object is still gonna pop because of the overall color contrast between this and the color around it. So this is great. The front over here is just so beautiful. Let's talk about the back. The back may be a little bit overdue. And let me create a new layer. This one probably a little bit too dark in this area, a little bit too much contrast in here. So what I like to do, I'm gonna just pick the color, maybe have a little bit gray, going to this side. In here, I'm gonna put a little color over here to soften that so bright for the purple. So I'm gonna remove some of the bright color and make it a little bit more consistent. So I'm gonna have this also a little bit average. Now that's good enough. This is really already push this whole group a little bit more farther away. Let's take a look. Right, you see that the difference? And maybe you think, oh, that's a little bit too much, and make the opacity a little bit lower like that. And let's take a look. It would make a difference, right? Now I'm going to have another layer on the top. I'm going to take care of this far away background. Actually, I really like this effect. And this probably coming down a little bit, have a little bit showing the mountain. That's the top, which is really far away, where I don't need to make this looks like 3 different mountains, all right? So I'm going to have this continue coming down like this. Now, it looks like a very similar and connected. You're going to see. We're going to do the comparison. Right. And maybe have a little bit gray color like that. Doesn't really need to make it look totally white. Okay, like this. Fit in a little gap. The bottom of the hill much more closer to us. This looks very great. You're still seeing different layers. Don't want to attract that much attention. Just push the contrast. Push the object a lot farther away in this landscape painting.